Hi, everyone. I'm Steve. I'm here with David Fatino. Thanks for being with us, David.
Well, of course, my pleasure.
You know, I've seen you working out in the gym. You're always wearing oxygen, and you're kind of an inspiration. So I wanted to talk to you about the process of you getting started with exercise and how intense you started at first and why you did it and what's the difference. So first of all, how long have you been lifting weights in the gym?
I have been lifting weights now consistently for about 6 years now.
6 years.
Yeah.
So what initiated you to take the first step to start exercising?
Well, it was probably after I had my heart episode that let me into the hospital. I was under a lot of stress. I was not able to handle things so much. So that whole process of like, I needed to do something. I needed to not just sit around and sit there in my room and in my house and be like, oh world, I've had so many health issues. Please, somebody like help me with the situation. And after that episode happened, a friend of mine, Adam, was like, you're going to start working out 3 days a week. You're going to start doing that. And he didn't give me an out. He was like, you're going to. So that kick-started my whole journey of staying consistent with it and pushing through those things. But initially, it was my heart episode that really kick-started me to go at it on a consistent basis.
So if you would, kind of inform us, like, what are some of the health issues that you deal with? Mostly, still now, it sounds like it's going to be a long list, but before, and then I want to talk later about what's the difference been. So what are some of the health conditions that you have to deal with?
Yeah, totally. Well, I was born with cerebral palsy, which is a really gnarly condition that takes over your nervous system, and it causes you to have extreme spasms. Your muscles lock up. You're not able to move as much. So this was before I started going to the gym. So I didn't have a pump. They put a pump inside me to help kind of curb a lot of those spasms. So once that was implanted in me by Medtronic, an awesome company, they basically put that in me. And once it got activated, my body was like, whoa, hold on a second. Whoa. Pump the brakes. We're actually able to move our body this way and that way. Oh, wow, I actually have control. My body's not freaking out like this all the time. Like, that's what my body was doing. Like, that's how it felt all the time. And now it's like this. So having that issue on top of narcolepsy and then I had my pericarditis, the lining of my heart got inflamed and caused me to be on oxygen. And, those are the biggest conditions that really affected me. And then after those issues got manageable, I was able to hit the gym and have more control over my body and be able to, like, okay, you can move your body this way and your body's not spasming over here. Your body's able to balance. Your body's able to move this way without freaking out. So it's a day and night difference, day and night. And the pump got installed in me about 2015. So ever since that day, I have been in the gym, hitting it on a consistent basis.
So I've watched you train in the gym, and you train at a pretty intense level. Um, you're pushing your body, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. Another reason why I push my body so hard is because it's also a mental health thing. So I suffer from like mental health struggles. So I push myself because that's how I can get my anger out. That's how I can get my frustrations out. That's how I can get all of those things out where I'm like, okay, gym day, gonna go at it. We're gonna push ourselves to this level, and you're just gonna push it, and you're gonna get, instead of taking your frustrations out on other people, on things, I put it all on the weights.
Hmm. So you said you normally train 3 times a week.
Yeah, when I first started, but now I'm up to 5 times a week.
Okay, so you're on a 5-day split.
Hmm.
What's your workout program look like? What's the first split?
I do Monday, I'll do chest, and then the next day I'll do um, shoulders, and then I'll do legs, and then I'll do arms, and then one other day I'll do like abs with a focus on abs and stuff like that. So
Okay, so you're kind of on everyone. That's kind of what is called a bro split,
okay,
focusing on one muscle
yeah,
every day, 5 days a week, and then you rotate back on
yes,
Monday,
yes,
and you're on it again. Now that's you know, more of a in between an intermediate and advanced type workout program,
yeah.
and a lot of work on specific body parts all in one day, and letting that body part rest for basically a week, and then doing it again.
And it's
So,
really
but
helpful.
but
I've noticed that it's helpful to me is having that rest point, because if I overload my body, uh, which I have done in the past, and I've suffered from it because I pushed myself too far. So I have to know inside my brain, hey, David, like you you pushed it. Now kind of, you know, back off it a little bit. But I always strive to push myself as much as I can.
so what would you say to people who are thinking about starting an exercise program, whatever their age is or whatever their issues are? What would you say to those people who are thinking about starting an exercise program?
I would say start out like I did, 3 days a week. Start out like I did, where you slowly build on to those additional days. I didn't do 5 days a week until I was probably at the, so I did 3 days a week for the first 2 years. And then Adam's like, okay, we're adding one more day. We're adding one more day. And I was like, okay. And we stayed on that for an additional year or so. And then he's like, we're adding one last additional day. And I was like, okay. And now we've been where we have been. So I would just tell people slowly, like, and it's not a race. And it's not, oh, I want to, everybody else is doing this many days and that many days. Do whatever, like, your body within your limits, but also don't hit the brakes completely. So I'd say a balance, but I would say start out with consistency. I've noticed that consistency at the beginning of working out was huge.
All right, David, thanks for being with us.
Hey, thank you. It was my pleasure.